Yes. Hello. Good afternoon. I'm EJ Martinez from the Housing Department. It's a minor technical amendment to the first item, the 27th Street relocation report, adding a line to the first recommendation. So I will go ahead and read that recommendation A as a whole, including the added line. It says, authorize the general manager of LAHD or designee to execute a sole source contract with OPC commencing on or about October 1st, 2022 for a term of 6 months in the amount of $1,663,000 with an option to extend for an additional 6-month term for relocation assistance services and the administration of direct payments to the residents displaced by the 27th Street incident, and may request for approval for an advance payment up to $750,000 subject to liquidation in conformance with the format as prescribed by the city and in substantial conformance to the attached draft contract and fee schedule, subject to the approval of the city attorney as to form. Thank you.
Thank you. I see 2 hands raised. I don't think, given that they could both get 2 minutes, that we need more than 5 minutes for public comment.
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
if you could, this is Andrew Suh from the City Clerk's Office, clerking for the Housing Committee. Would you like me to read the caller instructions as well as take a roll call vote just to get that on the books?
Sure.
Roll call for quorum. Cedillo?
Still here.
Rahman?
Here.
Harris Dawson?
Here.
Krikorian? Absent. Lee? Absent. 3 members and a quorum, Mr. Chair. I'll proceed and read the caller instructions.
Thank you.
Members of the public who would like to offer public comment on the items listed on the agenda should call 1-669-254-5252 and use meeting ID number 160-871-1866 and then press pound. Press pound again when prompted for participant ID. Once admitted into the meeting, press star 9 to request to speak.
Thank you for that. Let's go to a maximum of 10 minutes of public comment.
Caller, please state your name and the items you want to speak on.
All right, this is Andrew Gravener. I'd like to speak on item 1 and general public comment.
Okay, you have 2 minutes, sir.
All right, so item number 1 is related to helping. Am I unmuted again?
No. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay. So item number 1 is related to over a year ago when the LAPD decided to explode fireworks and blow up a neighborhood with their violent fireworks explosion. So people are still suffering from that, and the city has not done enough to provide assistance on housing the people that were displaced. So we need to be offering them housing and services so that they can have assistance for those who were displaced from the explosion. Go ahead and send me to general public comment.
Go ahead.
So on the we need to be building, have housing, and we need to make sure that housing is being provided to our unhoused neighbors who do not have housing right now. Obviously, they need housing and services, and 4118 needs to be abolished. Obviously, we need to make sure that that we have a lot of housing that's available right now that getting our unhoused neighbors into, and we need to make sure that housing is adequate and is not restrictive. All right, that'll be it.
Thank you. Caller, please state your name and the items you want to speak on. Caller, please state your name and the items you want to speak on. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Bill, item number 1, fireworks.
So you
Niggas
want,
don't use fireworks because they can't explode. Tiny people make fireworks, nigga. Dawson, you should know better. Black motherfuckers don't learn. Pay attention, nigga. Yeah. Oh, so we need housing for investment to improve homes that blow up and be destroyed by fireworks. So I don't want to go back to LA. This nigga want to improve quality of life for all niggas, Dawson. I built shelter like carbon iron. So you tell them, Gil, fuck nigga, fuck rapper. This is America. You don't like it? Fuck you.
thank you, caller. Caller, please state your name, the items you want to speak on. Go ahead.
Yeah, all item and general Papa Kama.
You have 2 minutes, sir.
No, I want all item and general Papa Kama.
You have 3
You're
minutes.
supposed to give you give the 3 minutes. You'll give 3 minutes. People in jail 2 minutes. Okay. I have idea for out the shelter. Today I'm over here in the Walmart parking lot over here in San Bernardino County, and they have a lot of shipping container. I can give you 500 of them for $5 million. And then we can go and stack them up 4, 5, 6 and give Isadelo all of the shelter he wants for harmless criminals. This would be very good idea to put these people inside a container. They have very good acoustic. So when people take drugs, people like to play musical instruments, especially pellets. Very, very good for nigga to go and put this guitar and sing while they're getting the crack inside their vein. You'll say that. They go, la, 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 la. It's a very good thing. Much better than the two. Bob Blavenfeld, he built a tool shed over the receipt that looked like fucking shit. I do better. My tool sheds are made of solid steel, made in China with the quality of all of my people put it in there. Now, I use slave labor. Yes, that's true. I use slave labor, but at least I give every nigger a job in China that want to have job. Nobody unemployed. Everybody have job. If they do not have job, we take them, put them in military, send them to front line over in North Korea. Yes, that's how we talk. And then I noticed that your housing grant, you return money to Joe Biden for COVID money. That money is supposed to go to Jose Huiza. Jose Huiza is supposed to give it to Jew. And the Jew is supposed to give it to Niga. And then Niga deliver it to me in Koreatown in plastic black bag marked tip, TIP. But now, $150 million, I do not have what I want under $50 million. I want Mark Weezy in that white goat teeth beard. He looked like goat. He looked like this goat. He looked like a billy goat. He looked like somebody living a billy goat. I want my $150 million back. Joe Biden, give me my $150 million back. And finally, we hear news today. Is that right? I'm over here in Hong Kong tomorrow. Did Gil Cedillo lose election to little fat lady? I do not understand. Cannot be possible. We gave Gil Cedillo $1 million cash. How come? If you don't lose the election, I want to give it back. So give it.
Thank you, caller. Caller, please state your name, the items you want to speak on.
Hi, all items in general public comment.
You have 3 minutes, sir.
Sure. First, I'm going to address the item in particular, item number 1, about relocation assistance. So there's nothing about this particular overland vendor, but I am personally aware of at least one peer company that does business with this city and with this committee that is presently under investigation by the LA District Attorney's Office. So I would strongly encourage, with regards to items like this, whether it's with this vendor or anybody else who does relocation assistance services, to please check with every single one that the city has a current deal with to find out whether they are aware of whether they are under investigation by the LA County District Attorney's Office. It could save the city a lot of embarrassment and potentially involved in criminal activity. And I say that with just telling you, I've read some of the documents, and it is somebody who we all know and love involved in relocation services who may be somebody to be indicted soon. I'm just letting you know that. With regard to general public comment, I did reach out to Nithya Raman, who happens to be my council member, a few days ago regarding a situation in my district, not unlike the one that was covered on Channel 11 a few days ago, where a homeless person was hurling feces at a local business owner, and Ms. Raman decided not to address the issue. I have a similar situation, which will cause great embarrassment to the city if Ms. Raman doesn't want to respond to it. That said, why don't you guys just extend the rent control for people of Los Angeles? Instead of making it buildings, built before 1979 or 1980, why don't you just bring it up to speed? Make rent control apply to anybody who lives in a building younger than built before 2000. If you really wanted to do something that will be equitable for the people who are renters, you should just expand that. That is the quickest, simplest thing to do. If you're serious about helping more people find affordable housing, they're already in affordable housing. And expanding rent control to a logical degree by applying it to newer units will help also more people from becoming homeless. Ms. Raman, please respond, or have your media person respond, because there is another big controversy coming. It is directly related to housing issues, and I have video also. Not quite as graphic, but almost as graphic. I am giving you an opportunity to comment and be heard fairly and reasonably. Thank you. I'll see you again soon.
Thank you, caller. Mr. Chair, that's all we have for public comment.
Mr. Chair, you're muted.
And had never been more eloquent. You want to read number 1 into the record so that we can take action?
Certainly. Item number 1, Los Angeles Housing Department report relative to authorizing the Los Angeles Housing Department to execute a sole source contract with Overland Pacific and Coulter LLC for relocation assistance services and the administration of direct relocation assistance payments to assist in rehousing eligible residents displaced from the 27th Street fireworks incident of June 30th, 2021.
Any comment from any of the members? I'm prepared to move this forward. Mr. Krikorian with us?
I am, Mr. Chair. Sorry, I'm trying to find the right buttons. I'm here.
I trust you.
I
I have no
guess
problem
could-
seconding the matter.
If you don't
Go ahead.
mind, Mr. Chair,
No,
I
go ahead.
am happy to second the motion, but if there's anybody here who could just briefly explain for why this is being sole sourced. I assume it's because of the urgent need to ensure that we have safe transition for the people who were put out of their homes, but Ms. Sewell, could you speak to that?
Yes, Councilmember Ann Sewell, General Manager, Los Angeles Housing Department. It's exactly that. As you know, the households that were displaced by the 27th Street incident have been out of their homes for over a year, and the city has been putting them up in a hotel, a number of them up in a hotel, which is costing so far more than this contract will cost to really resolve the problem in a good way. And so that's why the city attorney thought that this was, the urgency of it was a justifiable reason for a sole source. I would say that we've worked with this contractor before in some of our housing programs, as has the Housing Authority. So we just don't have an existing contract right now with them.
Very good. Thank you. I'm happy to move the item, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Mr. Sell, you want to call the roll?
Yes, sir. Cedillo,
Cedillo, aye.
Rahman,
Yes.
Harris Dawson,
Yes.
Krikorian.
Aye.
4 ayes, and the item is approved.
Okay, items 2 through 4 can be adopted on consent. I want to ask Mr. Sell to read the items into the record to see if there's any objection, and move that the CAO's recommendations for items 2 through 4 be adopted without objection as amended.
Item number 2, LAHD and City Administrative Officer reports relative to authorizing the LAHD to execute 6 contracts with the recommended proposers for the provision of lead technical services and Section 106 historic preservation services. Item number 3, LAHD and CAO reports relative to authorizing the LAHD to execute a new interagency agreement with the Housing Authority of the City of Los Angeles for the provision of professional environmental services. Item number 4, LAHD and CAO reports relative to the approval of the replacement housing plan for the Montecito Apartments located at 6650 Franklin Avenue, Los Angeles, California 90028. I will take, yes, these items are on consent, and it will be approved as stated by the chair.
Any comments, questions, colleagues? Hearing none. You want to call the roll?
Yes, sir. Cedillo,
Cedillo, aye.
Rahman. Councilwoman Rahman,
Yes.
Harris Dawson,
Yes.
Krikorian.
Aye.
4 ayes, and these items are approved as stated by the chair.
Thank you. So you want to read item 5?
Yes. Item number 5, motion Cedillo O'Farrell relative to authorizing the LAHD to increase and obligate funding for the Miramar Gold Apartments located at 1434 Miramar Street in Council District 1, and to approve the project's revised unit mix to include 44 non-supportive housing units at 60% area median income.
I'd like to ask that this be adopted on consent. I want to note that this is a benefit for us out of the redistricting, and I want to acknowledge the work that took place before this became part of our district by Mr. O'Farrell, and we look forward to creating more housing in our district. Continue to leading the way. Thank you.
I'll take the roll call vote. Cedillo,
Cedillo, aye.
Rahman,
Yes.
Harris Dawson,
Yes.
Krikorian.
Aye.
4 ayes, and this item is approved. Mr. Chair, that clears the desk.
Any other comments? Motion to adjourn since the desk is clear.
Second.
So be the order. Thank you. Everybody have a great day serving the city.